Cheryl Bentley, Life Enrichment Team Leader and Volunteer Coordinator at Westminster Village. Each year it is my greatest pleasure to host a volunteer banquet to honor the many volunteers that we have. We gather for a beautiful meal, enjoy music and fellowship with our peers. Unfortunately, this time around, we're not able to gather in that way, but we didn't want to miss the opportunity to say thank you, so we put together this little virtual celebration as a way to tell you how much you're valued and appreciated. I hope at its conclusion that you will feel just that. We thank you for all of the time that you give us. We had approximately 9,000 hours logged this year, and that is an amazing number. But what's even more amazing is the fact that it's truly about 3 times that amount of time that is poured into Westminster by our volunteers. That is a staggering thought, and we just appreciate everything that you do to make Westminster the wonderful place that it is. So what you're about to see now is a compilation of awards that were presented to a select number of volunteers. You will also see an award that was presented by Mayor Dennis last week to one of our resident volunteers here at the village. I think you will enjoy seeing that as well. So sit back and enjoy, and I'll see you at the end for some closing comments.
The Hospitality Award is awarded to a Westminster Village resident who exemplifies community spirit, involvement, and hospitality. This individual welcomes all residents, new and old, promotes a positive attitude, and encourages all members of the Westminster Village community through gratitude and camaraderie. The Hospitality Award is given to a resident who strives every day to make others feel welcome, special, and important. For these reasons and so many more, Shirley Campbell has earned the Hospitality Award this year. Shirley constantly works to make Westminster Village an even more welcoming community by greeting everyone with his southern charm, striking up conversations, and always making new residents feel welcomed and included. Shirley frequently stops by the marketing office to see if anyone new has reserved a home, and we are always happy to provide him with an update. He writes the names, move dates, and phone numbers down so he can be sure to stop by and give his signature hello. Yeah. Shirley always volunteers to help with our cross-generational activities and serves as an excellent role model for the younger generation. The students always love their interactions with him. We could go on and on about all the wonderful ways and things Shirley does to make all of us feel valued. But I'll just end this with saying we are so blessed to have Shirley as a resident of Westminster Village.
Thank you, thank you.
Would you like to say anything?
Yes, well, Westminster is by its very nature very welcoming, and I've found it after 5 years here. I still thank my daughter for finding Westminster 5 years ago. So it's a great place to live, and we just all work together and do our normal associations, and fun and games, and food is good too. So it's just an all together very amenable organization.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for giving back to us so much. We really appreciate that. Congratulations.
And thank you so much.
The Helping Hands Award is awarded to a member of the Westminster Village community who volunteers for services above and beyond those typically offered by volunteers. This person may serve in both servant and leadership roles and takes pride in ensuring smooth, efficient, and excellent daily operations at the village.
This resident is marked by a "how can I help you" attitude in everything that they do. They are a part of numerous Westminster committees, including Vespers, the Hospitality Committee, and the Bazaar. Whenever this resident is out and about, they always stop to say hi to anyone passing by and to ask how they're doing. This resident does everything with a humble servant heart, and we are thankful for this individual. The Helping Hands Award is awarded to Bill Reese.
Well, that's very nice.
Any comments, Bill?
Well, I thank you, but I also received this award for the Vespers Committee, for my co-chairman Bob Truitt, as well as myself and the rest of the Vespers Committee. I accept an award in their recognition. So thank you very much.
Thank you. The Rookie Award is awarded to a Westminster Village resident who has made Westminster Village the residence during the past year and has quickly become engaged in life at the village.
This resident and their spouse moved into the village near the end of 2018. In the first year as a resident here, this individual logged 95 hours volunteering in the mailroom, the flea market, the Christmas sale, hosting group, and helping with Purdue student projects. This resident has also taken initiative to plan a cottage picnic and ice cream social for their living community and volunteers with St. Anthony's. Even when things don't go as planned, this individual always has a joke to tell, a laugh to share, and a smile to give. The Helping Hands Award is awarded to Denise Stroll. Would you like to make any comments, Denise?
This is a surprise. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Thank
all that
you.
you do.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today to honor Sally Gustafson. We are here to present Sally with the 2020 Resident Council Outside the Village Volunteer Award. The award goes to a resident whose volunteer endeavors extend beyond the boundaries of Westminster Village. The recipients of this award makes a significant impact on the greater Lafayette community, as well as promoting Westminster Village to others. Sally more than fulfills the criteria for this award by volunteering in WALA programming, as the PEO chair of the International Peace Scholarship, at her church, the First United Methodist Church, West Lafayette, and as part of the American Literature Club. Not only does Sally share her time and talents outside of Westminster Village, but also she spends a considerable amount of time volunteering at Westminster Village, most notably the chairperson of the Vesper Committee. Sally, on behalf of the Resident Council, Westminster Village, and myself, we thank you for your significant contribution to our community.
Oh, you're very welcome. What a beautiful award.
Yeah, it is very nice.
Thank you so much. I'm really very honored to have this opportunity to talk to you and to be part of both the village and outside the village. It's been a real joy working with you on Resident Council and Don Gentry and all the members of the Vespers Committee. Been so dedicated, and I've also enjoyed numerous activities outside, especially working with WALA. I've been very involved there, and now we're trying to decide whether to reopen or not. So that remains to be seen. But thank you very much for this award.
Thank you.
Today, I get the opportunity to present the Beautification Award. The Beautification Award is presented to an individual who serves to make Westminster Village aesthetically pleasing. This volunteer may assist with displays, landscaping, gardening, floral arrangements, renovation planning, or other similar duties. The Beautification Award this year is presented to Margene Ortman. All of Westminster Village has benefited from Margene's Green Thumb. She donated several of her own beautifully potted plants for all to enjoy throughout the village. I'm sure you all agree that the addition of these plants in Mendelssohn Hall has made a nice addition to our lovely community. Her generosity doesn't stop there. Margene also takes care of all of the plants in Mendelssohn, as well as the plants at our front entry. I might add that they definitely continue to flourish under Margene's care. Additionally, Margene has donated her time and talents in creating gorgeous floral arrangements for marketing events. She has also raised dozens of plants that are sold at our annual Fall Bazaar. I should also mention Margene serves on our hosting committee. I am very pleased to present this year's Beautification Award to Margene Ortman.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Can I shake your hand?
Margene, would you like to say a few words?
Well, yes, I would like to say thank you to all the people over here for just the comment. I've been blown away by the number of people who've seen me in here working with the plants, and they have come over and introduced themselves and said how much they enjoy the plants. And I think because we live in the independent housing, I have met more wonderful people over here. I think I'm getting more out of this project than they are, because some of these people I might never have met. And I love these little chats that we have, so I just want to thank them very much. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations.
All right, hi Kendra.
Hi.
Okay, so those of you who are watching this video, this is Kendra Wang. If you have not seen her in a while, she was, oh my gosh, in the studios for months and months and months last year, helping me get ready for the bazaar. She was like my bazaar best friend. So many hours, but I wanted to have you see her today so she can tell you her exciting news. Those of you who met her in the studios know that she was applying to medical school, and then she went home at Christmas break to be with her family in Arizona. And Kendra, tell them the exciting news.
I've been accepted to A.T. Still University, School of Osteopathic Medicine in Arizona.
That's awesome. And when do you start, Kendra?
I start July 13th, so pretty soon.
All right, so Kendra, this is the part where I tell you I told you a little bit of a lie to get you on here today. So here at Westminster, one of the things that we love to do is honor our volunteers. And we have an annual volunteer banquet, where we give awards to volunteers who have made an extraordinary impact. And unfortunately, it was greatly postponed because of a little world pandemic. So you are receiving one of our volunteer awards.
Oh, thank you.
So I have to read the description because all the residents who are watching all of these awards, there's an awards show that Cheryl Bentley's putting together. Cheryl says hi, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Please tell her I say hi too.
She'll know. Okay. So this is the award that you are receiving, okay? This is the Ed Tolo Award. The Latin word Ed Tolo means to rise up. Art has a unique way of helping individuals rise above challenges, which is why Ed Tolo was chosen as the moniker for one of the 2 art rooms at Westminster. The Ed Tolo Award recognizes a resident or volunteer from the community who has shared his or her time and talent to help the Westminster community grow creatively. The award recipient is positive and encouraging, seeks opportunities to make art accessible to all at Westminster residents, and has a personal commitment to creative growth.
Oh, thank you.
And so here is your fancy plaque here in Indiana. And I have to tell everyone, I kind of mentioned at the beginning, but Kendra came, and I'm not exaggerating when I say every day for weeks on end, and helped take a huge amount of the burden off to prepare for the bazaar. So much work and prepping and finishing, and such a joyful and positive person you were in this space. I am so grateful for all that you did. So even though it seems like a lifetime ago, it was really important to us here at Westminster that you receive this. It is very, very well deserved and more. All right. So I think that's it. Cheryl, is that it? Cheryl's off on the side here. Come say hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Kendra. Hi. Congratulations. I have to tell you, many times Rachel said to me, she is phenomenal in the studios. She can cut a straight line. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. And our best to you as you head to medical school in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kendra. We were maintaining appropriate social distancing there. Thank you, Kendra. Be well and stay in touch. Let us know how you're doing, okay?
I will.
All
that
right.
sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Welcome. The Spirit of Westminster Award is presented to the Westminster Village resident who best embodies the mission of Westminster Village, and that is to be the preeminent community for living well. Recipients of this award extend that sense of purpose and encouragement beyond their personal lives to affect the lives of others. Nancy has volunteered here for the library. She's very active in it, doing what she can. She is in the Pen Pal project and spends a significant time in the library. As you can tell, the presentation is being made here in the library, and this is where Nancy works. She's been working here for over 2 years, so that you and I can enjoy it. She's also involved in the community with St. Elizabeth Hospice and her church. She is a complete person. She has family within 2 miles living here, and she dotes on her 2 grandchildren and advocates for them. The staff, her involvement is reflected in the caregiver support group, where she is a tremendous source of encouragement and support to its attendees. The staff member stated her full-time job is helping others. Her kindness is always done in a discreet and never for show. And Nancy, I want to present the award to you.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. I certainly thank Mario and whomever nominated me for this award. I have always volunteered in some way, somewhere, and have always felt that I gained a lot more than I ever gave. And so I keep doing it. And I'm missing, especially right now, my visits to the health center and all of my people that I like to see there. But soon, we're hoping to return. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Nancy. Thank you very much.
All right, we are here today to present the Lifetime Service Award, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about this award. The Lifetime Service Award is awarded to an individual who has provided leadership and other volunteer services to the residents of Westminster Village over a long period of time. The recipient of this award is one who continues to graciously and unselfishly serve, even as his or her own ability to do so has become slightly limited.
Yes.
And very fitting that we're presenting this esteemed award to Phyllis Geiger, as she has just retired from years of service in the mailroom. Phyllis has won awards before. She's won Helping Hands Award and the Presidential Award for the number of hours that she has volunteered for us here at Westminster Village. And so I think Phyllis knows what I think of the work that she's done and how much she's appreciated. But what I would like to do now is to read to you and everyone else the nominations that you received for this award.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Phyllis has volunteered for almost everything. Her biggest accomplishment is her 8 years, although it's been 11 years, her 8 years commitment to the mailroom, essentially 7 days a week. Oftentimes on Sunday she comes in. Also, she always went out of her way to provide the best and most reliable service to her customers, the residents. She oftentimes would take extra effort to accommodate special needs with accessible boxes whenever possible.
That's true.
Next one, she makes sure that we all get our mail, is dependable, and always has a smile on her face.
You can see it.
Years of selfless devotion to the mailroom, 6 to 7 days a week, covering numerous chores that nearly double with each day or something like that. For many years, she has managed the mailroom and the responsibility of keeping things in good order and keeping residents content. I think it would be nice to that she's recognized and honored for her faithful service.
Thank you.
She has led the operation of the mailroom for many years. She has surely been recommended before, but she needs to be acknowledged since she has retired. Her job has been a very important function of Westminster. She runs the mailroom and spends tremendous amounts of time keeping track of things. Extremely devoted to supervising / working in the mailroom, encourages high standards in the mailroom practices, and spends many hours on the job. She continues to work constantly and tirelessly to make sure residents' mail is delivered promptly and in a good way. She needs to be recognized for her mailroom activity. She is doing a good job taking care of the mailroom. She needs to be recognized for all the time she puts in. She does a remarkable job delivering the mail. Nothing short of federal holidays keep them from their deliveries. Because of this, I can keep in touch with friends and never have a late bill. She is a dedicated volunteer. So as you can see, it's not only myself and other employees of Westminster Village that appreciate you, but all of Westminster appreciates you. There are, 9 or 10 people that have nominated you for an award. So
thank you.
It is indeed my pleasure to present you with an award that recognizes your service, 11 years of service in the mailroom. And that's just the mailroom.
Yeah.
That's not all the other things that she has contributed in her time as volunteer here at Westminster Village. So it is my pleasure to present you this award, Phyllis Geiger.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Would you like to say anything?
Just thank you. Thank you. I miss it. But thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Phyllis. Thank you very much.
Well, good day. I'm here to make a presentation on the Person of Action Award for Westminster. And a description for the recipient is, the Person of Action Award is awarded to an individual whose services is typified by drive and initiative. The recipient of the award not only identifies the village needs, but also addresses those needs with appropriate actions and productive projects which serve to benefit the village. A little background about Dawn and my involvement over the years. Early in my tenure as president of the board, I had a number of lunch meetings with Dawn, who was vice president of resident council at the time. Dawn was an excellent listener and helped me to listen and better understand the needs of Westminster residents. Through Dawn's leadership, a strong partnership was formed between the resident council, the executive director, administration, and the board and the board chair. Dawn chaired a year-long communication task force to enhance resident council communications with the executive director and the board. Engagement of the residents and resident council with the board was expanded. That included activities with the strategic plan, the master site plan, and the board of directors committees, now including residents. So I want to personally thank you, Dawn, along with all the board members, and present you with the Person of Action Award.
Well, thank you. I don't do the things at Westminster because for awards. I do it because I've always built opportunities for other people to serve and live a better life, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So I really appreciate this, but it's I do it because I enjoy it, and hopefully it's worthwhile.
Thank you, Dawn. We enjoy you too. So
I won't shake hands.
Congrats again.
Good afternoon. I am here to present the Allegiance Award. The Allegiance Award is an award that honors commitment that rises above expectation. It is awarded to a resident or community volunteer whose noteworthy volunteerism is exemplary, exceeds 500 plus hours of volunteer time, and demonstrates extraordinary efforts in their dedication to the Westminster Village community. The word allegiance is synonymous with commitment, and commitment is synonymous with Marion Oberholzer. Marion, we're recognizing you today for all of the criteria that was just mentioned for this award. Your commitment is indeed noteworthy, and the time and effort that you pour into Westminster is extraordinary. The hours you work in the village library, mailroom, and flea market accumulated to over 1,100 hours that you gifted to Westminster in the last year. Most notable are your efforts in the flea market. Your commitment and keen leadership were key to last year's generated revenue of over $28,000. Those proceeds benefited Westminster Village Foundation and, of course, all of Westminster. It is my pleasure to present for the first time the Allegiance Award to you, Marion Oberholzer.
Thank you so much. I love what I do, and I hope it shows.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Marion. I'm John Dennis. I'm your mayor, and it is my honor to give you the Franciscan Health Community Impact Award, and this is for your over 1,000 hours of service. And one thing we know for sure is that in today's society, selfless people are somewhat of a rarity. And when we have folks who are so dedicated to others, this is just a token of the appreciation that we have. So it's my honor to present you with this award, but I'm going to have to do this. And then
And I'm Michael Budd with United Way. I just want to thank you on behalf of the community. 1,163 hours to be exact.
If I were a pilot and I had that number of hours, that would put me up in the elite.
I mean, that is a lot. I have to break down to how many that is per week, but that's fantastic. You are a model for everyone in the community, and your dedication is greatly appreciated. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marion.
Good afternoon, Ben Blankenship here, Executive Director with Westminster Village. I'm here today to present an award to Rob Paul, the current President of Resident Board of Directors. Rob is receiving the Jim Ransom Award. The Jim Ransom Award is awarded to an individual who has gifted Westminster Village with their exemplary service, which has resulted in measurable and positive impact on the village. Recipients of this award may be serving in an official or unofficial manner. So as a new executive director in January of 2019, Rob and I have formed a partnership as resident board of director president and executive director. And what I can say is Rob came on board as the president of the board at a pivotal time in Westminster history. So with Rob's leadership and Rob's tutelage and mentorship of me and our partnership with resident council, the village experienced great things over the past year and a half, and Rob has served over the last 6 years on the board of directors. So on behalf of Westminster Village, the residents, the employees, Rob, congratulations for the Jim Ransom Award.
Thank you very much, Ben. My last 6 years have been an exciting time. My last 2 years as president have been very interesting, lots of activities, and I have shared with Ben and the board that I'm willing to stay on in some capacity on a committee or serve the board in any way I can. We're looking for a new board member to replace me now, but I'll still be active here, and I've enjoyed my time and the friendships I made, and we have Westminster just a jewel for the community of West Lafayette, and I look forward to still staying involved. So, thank you, Ben.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So congratulations to all of our recipients of the Volunteer Awards. I hope that you have enjoyed this presentation, and I hope if you see one of the recipients out in the hallway that you will take a moment to congratulate them and to encourage them in their work. And if you just know of another volunteer that has committed their time to making Westminster a better place, that you will thank them as well, because your gratitude is very much in order. So I thank you again for being here and joining us, and hopefully next year we will be able to honor our volunteers in a way that they are deserving. And again, as you are watching that, you probably recognize the fact that I am no videographer, but I hope that you enjoyed it nonetheless. And again, thank you so much to all of our volunteers, and I wish you well.